This is Laura Duncan from CSMS. Today we're going to be discussing the real number system. Look on page 2 of your notes. Here's a real number system graphic. The real number system gives us a way to communicate about numbers, much like scientists have created a way to categorize the species. This is just a way to categorize numbers. Go back to page 1 of your notes. The real number system consists of 5 types of numbers. This is hard for 8th graders to remember the types, so I'm going to give you some tricks to help you remember these types. The most exclusive type is the set of natural numbers or counting numbers. It begins with 1 and continues infinitely. That means forever and ever. So when you were sitting in your high chair and eating your Cheerios and counting them, you started with naturally 1, 2, 3. Those are the set of natural numbers. You'll find no fractions, no decimals here, only natural. The second set are the whole numbers, consisting of all natural numbers and the number 0. So don't forget, 0 is included in the set of whole numbers. 0 is not included in the set of natural numbers or counting numbers. The set of integers consists of all whole numbers and their opposites. These are positive and negative numbers. The whole numbers include 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, going on and on forever and ever, and their opposites, so that would be -1, -2, and going on and on forever in the opposite direction. Notice the way we write integers to help you remember. The set of rational numbers consists of all integers, fractions, repeating decimals, and terminating decimals. Let's review those terms. A repeating decimal is a decimal that goes on and on forever and does not stop repeating itself. We generally write that as one number with a line over it. A terminating decimal is one that ends. It does not repeat itself. Like a quarter or 25 cents would be written that way. 30 cents could be written this way. But those end or terminate. Finally, let's go back to the word fractions. Any fraction that can be written as a over b is in the set of rational numbers. So think of any fraction that can be written as a over b. It's a rational number. Also included are all the integers, the negative numbers, 0, and the positive numbers. Finally, we'll discuss the set of irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are the opposite of rational numbers. It's easier to describe what they are not. They cannot be written as fractions. They cannot be written as a repeating decimal, and they cannot be written as a terminating decimals. That means the decimal will never end nor repeat. There are some famous irrational numbers, such as the relationship between the diameter of a circle and its circumference, and that is the number pi. It's an irrational number because it does not end and it does not repeat. If you put the square root of 13 in your calculator, you'll see that the square root of 13 does not repeat itself and it does not end. Therefore, it is an irrational number. Some numbers are written as decimals, however, they don't repeat themselves. And if they do not end and they do not repeat, they are irrational numbers. Real numbers include all rational and irrational numbers. Let's look at the graphic on the next page. In this Venn diagram, to describe the real number system, rational numbers and irrational numbers do not have any connection. They never touch. They are two separate entities. The most exclusive is the natural numbers, and it is inside the rational number. So all natural numbers are rational numbers. However, not all rational numbers are natural numbers, because 1/2 is a fraction, and there are no fractions in the natural numbers. Keep that in mind as we go forward. Look at example 1, the number 3. We're going to circle the names of all the sets of numbers to which each number belongs. When we think of the number 3, we're going to start with the natural numbers. Does the 3 belong in the set of natural numbers? Well, naturally, it was 1, 2, 3 as you sat in your high chair and counted your Cheerios. Since it is a natural number, it is also a whole number. It also is included in the set of integers. 1, 2, and 3, all positive numbers, are in the set of integers. Now we have two choices. It is either rational or it is irrational. It cannot be both. So you see that the natural number is included in the rational number set. So it is a rational number, but it is not irrational. And all numbers that we are studying today are real numbers. Look at the next example. We're categorizing the number 5.1, and it has an ellipsis behind it, which means that 1 repeats itself. So let's start with our natural number. Naturally is 1, 2, 3. That is not a natural number. It has a decimal. If it has a decimal, it is not natural, it is not whole, it is not an integer. So now we must choose between the next two choices. Is it rational or is it irrational? Since it repeats, it is a rational number. That means it is not irrational, and all of these numbers are real. In the next example, we are looking at the number -5 and 1/3. We'll start with natural. Natural numbers, naturally 1, 2, 3. Nope, that is not a counting number. It has a fraction. If it is a fractional number, it's neither natural nor whole, nor is it an integer. That means it's going to be rational or irrational. Since it can be written as a fraction, it's rational. And of course, it is a real number, but it is not irrational. Before looking at number 4, please put it into your calculator and see if it can be simplified. The square root of 25 is equal to 5. So I want you to ignore the square root, and I want you to make it as simple as you can. Naturally, 1, 2, 3, yes, you counted up to 5 Cheerios. So the square root of 25 is a natural number because it simplifies to 5. It is also included in the set of whole numbers and integers. Let's look and see, is it rational or irrational? Remember that rational numbers can be written as fractions, repeating decimals, or terminating decimals. So can 5 be written as a fraction? It sure can. It would be written as 5/1. Can 5 be written as a decimal? Yes, it has an invisible or understood decimal right behind it, and that is terminating. So therefore, 5, or the square root of 25, is a rational number. It's not irrational, and it belongs to the set of real numbers. Please pause the video here and complete the rest of the chart on your own. This concludes today's lesson.